In this here video, I am going to be showing you the artifact cave locations for every single artifact on Amissa. First off, a warning. In the top left, you will notice there is going to always be the location coordinates. But if this map gets updated, that could change. Sometimes when a developer updates a map, maybe he adds an island or he shifts something around, it can throw off all of the artifact locations, or it can throw off all of the location coordinates. So don't just use that. I tried to kind of fly into these to allow you to kind of see visually where everything is, so you don't have to just go off of the location coordinates. So the first one is going to be right out here in the desert in a pyramid. Also, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to explain what the cave is like. So if you like to do like blind cave runs for your first time, this is not going to spoil anything. It's just going to show you the entrance of the artifact location, starting with this one right here. The clever and the massive, both of those are inside this pyramid. It's the easternmost pyramid. You're just going to come to the north side of it. There's like that hallway. Go down that. You can see where it is right here, and you can kind of get a screenshot of this, and you can see where all of them are. Just in general, if you're having trouble finding any of them, this is generally where you're going to find them. I'm also going to show you where the terminals are to be able to start the Manticore and all of the Titans. So stay tuned for that. Next one is in this second pyramid, the westernmost pyramid. It's the Skylord and the Devious. And it's right through this little building structure. You're just going to go down into here. There's some stairs that go down there. Super easy to find. No problem at all. Next, we're going to fly out over the desert towards the redwoods, towards like kind of more towards the center of the map. And at the base of the swamp, like right where the swamp kind of meets the desert, you'll see this cliff wall, and this is the Devourer. You got to get kind of behind these trees right here, and you can see some structures right in the face of this cliff. Through here, you will see a teleporter. If you haven't played this map, you won't know what I'm talking about, but this is a teleporter that you go through. I'm going to warn you, for all of these teleporters, don't walk through them as of now, October 2025. Don't walk through them while riding a mount. It screws everything up and it makes you fall off your mount when you try to dismount. It's not good. I really suggest walking through by yourself and then throwing a cryopoded creature out once you get through it. The next one, it's over on the other side of the redwoods. You'll see this big towered like plateau mountain right here on the backside of the redwoods, and it's just at the base of this big cliff wall. It's really easy to find. Just walk around this cliff wall until you find it, and this is the artifact of the pack is inside there. The next one's probably one of the easiest to find. It's right under these islands, these floating islands up in the sky. It's the artifact of the hunter, and it's simple to find. It is right inside of a structure. You see this bridge going across here. This bridge leads into a little village here, and the cave entrance is inside this middle structure. You just come through this doorway down into another little stairwell. It's right inside there. I will warn you, again, you cannot get a creature through that doorway. I think a raptor fits. That was the only one I was able to figure out. The next one is going to be the strong and the cunning. This one's easy. Those mountains up there, those flat mountains up there, that is the Wyvern Trench. So if you come on the eastern side of the Wyvern Trench, you'll see that waterfall. Follow the river that waterfall is going. Follow it north, and you will see like a rock structure that kind of sticks out into the river. And if you go straight to the back of that little river, you're going to see some more structures that you kind of walk through. Again, a creature is not going to fit. I don't even think a raptor will fit through this one. You'll just go down through this into a teleporter. I think it's really cool how he's got like the sunlight coming down on top of that little statue. Pretty neat. I really like the way he did some of these. Now, a little bonus tip. If you come down into this same river, you'll find silica pearls and you will find black pearls in here. Just a little bonus info. Next, we're going to go off to the snow biome. This is going to be in between these two, you'll see these two towering, really sharp peaked mountains. That's one way you can kind of reference this. It's the easternmost mountain. Or you can get over here and you can see you got the islands up there in the sky. And then if you look, the redwoods kind of follow a little peninsula into the river. And they kind of point to the entrance up on this little ledge. It's really easy to find once you know where it's at. We'll get rid of the icon and you can see that there's like a little snow cave dome right there. Go in there. Again, no creatures. If you're not using cryopods on your cave runs, you're kind of in trouble on this one. The next one, the Brute, really easy. It's the next pointy peak, sort of the middle mountain in the snow biome. It's down into this little ravine. It's kind of hard to see until you're on the ground, as you'll see in just a second. Once you're on the ground, if you look at the western side of this ravine wall, you will see some crystals as you're kind of walking past it. That's probably the easiest way to try to find is to slowly walk this ravine and just look for the crystals right there. Like I said, the location coordinates may or may not be accurate, so don't just go off of those. Another way you'll know that you're at the right peak is it has this little archway on the eastern side of the peak. Next, we got the Destroyer. This one's simple to find. Blue Obelisk Terminal is right there. Find that. Go west. You'll see the blue obelisk structure crash down on the mountain. And just between that blue obelisk structure and this lava biome area, this little small section of black lava-like spot, and they got this lava river running through it, kind of at the base of the snow, right on the first ledge, is the cave. Very easy to find that one. Simple. Right in there. That's it. That is all of the main artifacts for the bosses, for the Manticore, Dragon, Broodmother, Gigantopithecus. But we got the Titans. All of the artifacts that you're going to need to start the Titan fights are going to be in one cave. If you look at this dead forest area, I think that's what they call it, the dead forest biome, you got this big redwood tree log that's fallen across this to make a bridge. If you go on the redwood side of it and you come across it, if you look down, there's a group of mushroom trees, kind of the aberration mushroom trees. Between that and that cliff face, it's kind of blocking it. Once you get past it, it's super easy to find it because you got the two forest titan heads on the wall. All you do is you go in between those heads. There's a little cave entrance. You can actually get a creature in here. I think you can get a Thyla. I know you can get a Sabertooth. But all three artifacts for the Titans are in there. Now, to find your terminals to be able to start your Titan fights, let's check it out. The first one is the Forest Titan. If you come out here, you got Red Obelisk over there in the desert, and you've got the redwoods over there. You're kind of in between the desert and the redwoods. On the western shoreline, there's this point that goes out into the water, and you got these vine-looking trees and these structures. The Forest Titan terminal is just down straight at the bottom there. Pretty easy to find. That is what you'll need for that. Artifact of the Growth, and a couple of tributes. The Corrupted Hearts are definitely the most annoying to get, but yeah, that's where that one is. The next one, Desert Titan. Let's go see where this one is. This one's easy to find also. All these are easy to find once you know where they're at. You got the red jungle over there to the left. You got the pyramid. That's the easternmost pyramid to the right there. And you have this sort of, I don't know, it makes like a wall. It's a bunch of rock stone structures that make kind of like a wall. And if you look, that's all of your like pharaoh structures, you know, those Egyptian structures out there. Super easy. There's your red jungle. Just go down on the back side of this, on the inside of this curve. That is your Desert Titan terminal. Next one is the Ice Titan. This one you can actually see. I didn't show it on the map, but you can see it on the map. If you look in the snow biome, you'll be able to see these circular stone structures that it's almost like a obelisk in the island. The green obelisk is kind of surrounded by the little stone structures. You can see that on the map. It's right between the two really pointy mountains in the snow biome. Fly through those and you'll come to this stone structures that kind of make a circle. And you would think that the terminal would be in the middle. Maybe he'll move it, but right now it's kind of on the northern side of these structures, and you're going to need the artifact of the void. I didn't look up which artifact you'll need for the desert titan, but there's only 3 artifacts. It's not going to be the void or the growth, it's the other one. Now the Manticore. The Manticore arena is in the snow biome. It's a really cool arena. I'm not going to show you it in terms of being inside of the arena, but if you are in the snow biome and you look towards the blue obelisk, right? You're pretty far north. You can see the blue obelisk over there, and you can see that pointy peak to the left. There's like this angled rock that's coming way out, and you can see that little peninsula of snow. I know I should have removed the clouds, whatever, but you see this pointy rock kind of shooting out past. The terminal's right here on the eastern side of that crazy rock that's sticking out. You got these statues and you got this little platform. It is right there. And of course you need your typical Manticore terminals or artifacts. That's it, guys. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will get back with you. Enjoy the map. It's a really cool map. Hope this made it a little easier for you. Peace.